Hey everybody, this is Green Organic Love, and I am so excited to be bringing you guys to this beautiful garden that I've been working so hard on. I wanted to make sure that I had a garden that was beautiful as well as serene and peaceful. So we're gonna take our first tour. This is my garden, and I wanted everybody to see it. I'm so excited. So I planted some carrots in this huge mega pot, and I just did that today. And up here is a little greenhouse that I made. It's one of the gallon buckets of water, and I just cut the top off of it, and I put some celery in here, and soon they'll be up and I'll be able to plant those in the ground. Over here I have some bare root strawberries that I just planted this week. And today is what, Tuesday? Yes, but here I have planted some squash, green, and as well as some straight neck heirloom squash, and I'm getting this ground ready to plant some other things. I also planted along this border, along these rocks, some marigold. There's the neighbor's dogs getting ready to bark. In this pot, I have planted some celery as well, and I treated this citrus plant. Our previous owners had multiple citrus trees, and they were all yellow, and so I've been learning from Organics Best to treat the citrus trees with chelated iron, and also put last week some Epsom salt in a gallon, a teaspoon to a gallon, on each of the citrus plants. And over here is a nectarine tree, and it is highly neglected. I hadn't been gardening. This is really my first run with it. So it's in a hot mess, but it's also being treated. I've also already noticed a difference in the fruit. So as you can see, if I can get a little bit closer, that some of them look horrible, and I'm gonna cut them off soon. But take a look at the newest since it's been treated, and it looks so much better. But I'm gonna put raised crates over here. I'm gonna have some. Oh God, these dogs. This is a pump for a koi pond that the previous owners had, but this area where I live at in Hemet is used to Blackhawks, and so they ate up all the kois two times in a row. And so when I moved in, the pond was empty, so I decided to fill it with dirt and put a garden in it. So I've started some composting over here, and I had 2 trees cut down last week, so I had them put them in the pond. And we're gonna start doing something that I've been seeing on a lot of people's channel called a Glow or whatever. I'm not sure what it's called, but that's what we're gonna do with this pond. I'm gonna have a garden in it until I decide something else. But here's some more bare root strawberries that I have over here, and also got this idea to put these in the hanging basket from Organics Best. I painted this little area red. It was looking a hot mess as well. The previous owners built this up, and it needed painting, so I painted it a couple of weeks ago. But let's finish the rest of this tour. Here also is another one of the hanging, what I call the gallon buckets of gallon bottle of water that I cut the top off and just made a little mini greenhouse. There's more celery. And these down here are some ginger that I planted to start off in here, and green onion. Here are more strawberries. And I don't know what this tree is. If you guys know what this tree is, please leave what kind of tree this is down below in the comments. But I just really don't know. It was here with the previous owners. This is our lime tree. It has some amazing limes on it. I also treated it as well though, because some of the leaves were starting to turn a yellow color. But the limes are really good, and it produces, for the year that we've been here, limes year round. And they're absolutely beautiful if you can see them. They're everywhere. There's limes all over it, and more blooms coming. So I don't know what kind of lime it is, but I'll figure that out one day. This is the other side of the pond. Over here, I don't know what this tree is either. There's several of them in here, but I really don't know what that is. So if any of you guys know what this is, please also put it in the comments below. This is an apple tree that I brought in. Let's see. It's a Glutton Apple. I left the tags on it just in case I didn't remember or somebody else needed to know. This is a grape tree that I planted a couple of weeks ago, probably last month, but that is there. And this is also another apple tree. There's been a few blooms on it, but I didn't let them come. So let's see what kind of this is a pink lady apple tree. So here is, I had some, I haven't planted over here yet, but I'm going to be preparing this ground so that I can plant something in here. I took some chairs that my mom had in her house before she passed, and I took the cushions out of the middle so that I can use them as a trellis, because I didn't want to get rid of them, but I didn't want to use them either in the house. This is a kumquat tree. I also have treated it. The leaves have turned, but it is loaded. There's blooms on it, and also this produces year-round. It produces fruit year-round, and they're pretty good, but I want them to taste better, so I put Epsom salt around there, and I also treated it with the chelated iron just today. Over here is another citrus tree. It hasn't produced anything, also been treated. I planted 2 tomato plants down here. One is doing really well. This one had actually drooped over, and then I brought some Epsom salt and put it around it, and it's actually starting to come back to life. So I guess that green thumb is coming to life. I don't know. This I put in, just planted yesterday, some spinach and some mixed greens, some salad mix. I don't know what exactly it is, but we'll see when that comes up. We'll do an update. This is my peach tree, and it's also being treated. It is a mess. But last year they weren't too big, but we had some pretty good peaches off of it. This next to it is also some sort of a citrus tree, but I don't know what it is. There's been no fruit on it. Also been treated. And that was a plum tree. I had them cut that all the way down, even though it was full of plums. As you can see, the plums are everywhere. This is just not something I wanted in the yard. So the gardener cut this down today, and I'm gonna get the boys out here to take all the rest of the fruit off of it and put it in the compost. Some of it I guess we can eat, but it's whatever, it's gone. I have strawberries, more bare root strawberries. My family absolutely adores strawberries, so I got this, and I thought it would be really cute to have them over here in this stand. So I got 3 at the top, 3 in the middle. This one, I don't know, can you see that? It's not doing as well, but I'm hoping that it'll be saved. But the other ones are just like this. I did this at the end of last week. And if you're wondering what I use for soil, I have been composting because I juice every day. I juice celery every day and ginger every day. So I've been bringing my pulp out here and making my own compost. So in this wheelbarrow, what I have is a bag of brown mulch, a bag of topsoil, and I put 2 scoops of peat moss and 2 scoops of garden, I don't know what that says, garden core in there, which is, I guess, made from coconut. So I put that in there, mixed it up really good, and that is what I'm using for my soil. Let's see, over here I have planted some squash, and one of them is up, and the other one, I looked at it and it don't look like it made it, but okay. Over here I planted green onions in these just today. All of this is green onion, and I believe this is spinach down here, but I just did that today, and we water at night. So this is also spinach. I believe this is spinach as well. We eat a lot of spinach, and like I said, I juice, so I want a lot of spinach. This is let me see, what is this? It is hot peppers, a mixed variety of hot peppers. So I planted that, and it actually looks like there's something coming on there. Look at that. I don't know, but we'll see. Over here is some more bare root strawberries. Like I said, my family adores strawberries, so there it is. This is some more trees. And I really like this wrought iron out here. I brought this, it looks like a double headboard, and I planted some pole beans, and I want to actually string them up on this headboard and see how that looks. I think it'll be really cute. This also is another citrus tree, also been treated. The leaves have turned drastically, so I don't know what it is because it hasn't produced any fruit. So I know that by the leaves it looks like it's a citrus tree. I also do not know what this is, but can you see it? What is this, you guys? Do you see what that is? I don't know what that is, but this is a citrus tree. It's a really, I don't know what kind of citrus tree it is, but I know it's tangerine. It's some kind of a really sweet, small orange, which I think is a tangerine, but I'm not sure because, like I said, I didn't get a list of what the trees were out here, but it was an awesome selling point to see all these fruit trees out here. I just didn't know what I would need to do to take care of them. I love the inside of the house as well as the out. So it is amazing, though. I really like this backyard. But I created, as you can see, a teepee. I planted a couple of days ago some pole beans, and I made this teepee for it. Over here, the same thing, also made this teepee for the pole beans, and I can't wait to see them on it. And I got that from the Bull's Garden, so I'm so excited. I've been watching all of you guys, and I was supposed to start next Tuesday, but I was too excited. So this also is another citrus tree. Now, it's very deceptive because when you look at them, you think they're going to be sweet, but I had some friends over, and I was like, this looks so good, taste these. And so they said it tastes almost like a lemon, but it's As you can see, it looks like an orange. Look at all this cluster. Look at that. The pollinators must be out. Look at that. Look at all this coming. I'm so excited. I'm just excited about everything. Over here is another pepper tree. It's a cayenne. And just planted that. So it looks like it wants to droop over. So I don't know what to do. I might get a stick and tie that up. Also, this is another tree, and I have no idea. None. Absolutely no idea as to what this is. I have no idea. So if you know, please leave what exactly this is in the comments. These have been growing wildly, and it looks like something is having a feast on them, but that's peppermint. So, or some kind of mint. So, I love these little brick planters that the previous owners had over here. Now, over in this corner, I'm starting some more compost. I hadn't used this because previously, before last week, there were 2 gigantic trees that were covering this whole area, and I removed them. I had a gardener come in and just cut both of them down, but it made more room. And I'm also gonna be putting my she shed right here in this whole area. So it'll be a huge she shed right here that I'm gonna bring in probably September, October. I have more stuff over here. This is an arrangement that I made of discounted succulents from Home Depot. I have more in the front, but also some miscellaneous. I planted these tomatoes. These are slicers, big boy hybrid tomatoes, and I made them out of I put them in a big Home Depot bucket that I spray painted black, and then I made this out of this fencing, because these are slicers and I know they're gonna get huge and I know they need support. So anyway, I got this idea from the Homestead Heart, and they were building cages, and I said, well, I have some of this in the backyard. Let me see what I can put together. It's nothing like what they did, but I'm still proud of myself as being a first-time gardener. The last time I had a garden was actually when I was a little girl, and I gardened with my grandmother. So